This is Jason Spangler, the SanteeSwapper. I've got John Hall on the phone. He's going to be doing his Trade-O-Ree down in Alabama on May 7th and 8th, 2021. John, tell us about your Trade-O-Ree.
Thanks, Jason, for having me. We've got our it's still the 7th annual because last year we had to cancel it for the pandemic. It's our 7th annual Trade-O-Ree in Alabama. And Northport's a little town right across the river from Tuscaloosa. Our Trade-O-Ree is to benefit scouting in West Alabama. So we make donations to our local council and OA Lodge. So everything we make off the tables after expenses is donated to the council. It's a really great show. We had people from 14 states at the last show that we had in 2019. And so people came from as far away as New Jersey and Texas and Illinois, so Florida. It's a great show. It's a great place to find whatever you're looking for or you want to sell.
And John, I know you've got some special things going on just to spice it up, like your barbecue and collections merit badge. You want to mention a few of those things?
We've got a free barbecue dinner if you buy a table or you come to the show. You don't have to buy a table, but you want to do an exhibition. So you want to display your collection and let people know what you've been working on as a collection. I'll give you a free display area. I just need to know in advance how much space you need. And we'll give you a free barbecue dinner. Now, of course, if you want to feed your wife, your girlfriend, or your whole family, it's $8 a plate, and all that money goes to benefit my daughter's scout troop. And they're going to be serving food at the show. We've got collections merit badge on Saturday morning starting at 7:30. I think it's 7:30. And it's on the flyer, and that flyer is going to be posted by a lot of different people. I know Jason's going to post it, and it's on the ISCA Trade-O-Ree site. If you want to take collections merit badge, we do it for an hour. You have to bring a collection. It can't be stamps. It can't be coins because we have merit badges for those. And if you don't collect patches, but you collect something else, that's great too. We had a young man came in one time, and he had collections of fossils. It was fascinating. He had about 40 different fossils that he had collected. So it was pretty cool having him show those to us.
And I know something I would be really excited to take part in is a good old-fashioned silent auction and then also a live auction. Tell us about that.
On Saturday, I think it's about 11 o'clock, we have a live auction. So anybody wants to put something in our live auction, it's going to only cost you 10% of whatever it sells for, which is way cheaper than any place else that you sell stuff. That money goes to the Black Warrior Council's building fund at Camp Horn. We also have silent auctions, and we do those on Friday starting at about 2 o'clock, and we probably run them for about 30 minutes at a time. Chris Jensen is famous for these at his shows, and I've got a couple of scouts that I pay them in patches to run the auctions for me, so they're very motivated. Right now, I've got probably about 500 things that are listed for the silent auctions, and you can find some really good deals. You know, most things start at $1, you know, sometimes a little more, but it's a great way to pick up some really groovy things for your collection for not a lot of cost. You had to buy it all. I couldn't buy one thing out of it. And so even some dealers that were in the room.
So, John, you mentioned dealers, and I just want to tell people that you had a really good setup in 2019 before things got canceled. I think I read in your flyer 88 tables. So tell us about the table rental, how much that costs, and that sort of thing.
What I do is if you want an aisle table, there's an island table that's basically in the center of the room. They're $25 a piece. They're 2.5 feet wide or 30 inches wide and 6 feet long, and they're $25. And I have 4 islands, 5 islands. I have 5 islands of tables at 12 tables per island. And we might be able to extend that if I take out some of the trading tables in the room. So if we get a lot of participation, we might be able to extend that number of 88 to even a higher number. If you're along the wall and you pay $30, then you get 8-foot tables. You know, you got the wall that you can lean things up against or you know, typically hang things up if you wanted to. Most people are very satisfied with the amount of spacing I give. You're not crammed in there. I try to give at least 5.5 feet of aisle space so people can, you know, look at stuff without having to bump or say, excuse me, to a bunch of people. So there's plenty of room, but we're going to try to do it right and make sure that everybody's safe.
And it seems like you're doing everything right with the, you know, all the things you would do to draw in people with the food, with the merit badge class, and also you're linked in with the council as it's a fundraiser. So can you maybe give an idea to the people of like what your walk-in traffic is, or, you know, do you get troops to come by or that kind of thing?
Sure, very, very much so. All the local areas know about it. Most of the local councils and lodges in the area in Mississippi and Alabama do not have a lodge event that weekend. I do know of one that does have an event, but a lot of people have said they're going to come on Friday night and then go to their event on Saturday. I'm not sure they're going to get in trouble for that or not, but they'd like the show because we really have a lot of people that bring a lot of collections in. I've had a couple of major dealers that said they're not quite sure if they're coming or not, but I've also had about 7 or 8 people that have told me that they have collections and they want to bring them and they want to sell them. So we might even get some brand new collections that come into the room. As far as the show itself, it is actually a Black Warrior Council event. So this is on our council calendar. There's a patch for it. So, everybody that collects Black Warrior Council will be coming to pick up the patch. The walkthrough last year, we had over 100 people that walked through the show. Now, if you wear your uniform, you get in for free. And so we've had a lot of troops that come in. That number might actually be higher. We only know how many people have actually paid to come in the show, and that number was 101 last time we had it. And there were probably another 50 people that came in the show that didn't pay because they wore their uniform.
Well, John, thanks very much. I think we've covered everything. Again, for anybody listening, this is the Alabama Trade-O-Ree, the 7th annual edition, and it's going to be held May 7th through the 8th, 2021, as John said, in Northport, Alabama, which is very close to Tuscaloosa.
Thanks again, Jason. I appreciate it.